Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just at the home course. We're just going to play off the social tees and we're going to sneak in 9 holes after work. We start off on a par 5. And we hit a great first drive with a little draw and we end up in the middle of the fairway. Now we only have 135 meters to go, so we take the 9 iron. We don't catch this one great and we lose it right. For our third, we have a tricky shot through the trees. We take a pitching wedge. It goes a little bit higher than what we were intending, but it ends up being a great shot and we leave ourselves an opportunity for a birdie. And we drain the 6-footer and go to 1 under. The second hole is a par 4 measuring in at 358 meters today. We end up hitting this one really poorly, but we get a good result with the ball on the fairway. We have an uphill shot and it's about 130 meters, so we take the 9 iron again. We hit a big hook and it's a really bad shot from only 130 meters out. Looking back, it looks like we just didn't turn our body through and were all arms, causing the hook. We left ourselves in a bad spot, but fortunately we do have a good lie with about 30 meters to go. But we do hit a really nice chip and give ourselves an opportunity to save par, which just sneaks by the right edge and we tap in for a bogey. Back to even. Now onto a dogleg left par 4. There is water down the left and out of bounds down the right. We take the driver. We make good contact, but probably bail out a little bit because of the water and send it a little bit too far right. Although we are in the rough, we're in a decent spot and we have 93 meters to go to the pin. We take a sand wedge. We make good contact but take too much off it and we come up short. From just off the green we putt and we get the line right but just don't give it enough. And again we just slide by the right side of the hole and we take another bogey. We move on to another par 4. Although short at 260 meters, there is the dam protecting the green, so we take a 5 iron off the tee. And we block this one way right. We get a little lucky with the ball not going into the dam, but we get a little unlucky with the ball on rock hard ground. We're going to have to try and pick this one clean. We make decent contact, but it just comes up an inch short with it hitting the retaining wall and coming back into the water. We'll take a drop and play our 4th. This time we put it on the green. Although on the green we have a long putt for bogey. We put a good roll on that one, but we miss and tap in for double bogey. We move on to our first par 3 of the day and it's measuring 98 meters. We take the sand wedge. We hit a really nice shot and give ourselves a look at birdie. We put a nice roll on this 20-footer, but it just slides by and we leave ourselves a short tap in for par. On to another par 3. It's playing 105 meters today and we take the sand wedge. We hit a decent shot, but we just come up short in between the bunkers. Now we opt for the putter from off the green. We get the pace right on this one, but not the line. We leave ourselves a bit of work for the par. Then we just don't hit it and tap in for bogey. We move on to the 7th, a long 510 meter par 5. We make good contact here and get onto it, but we lose it a little to the right. We leave ourselves in a difficult spot with having to keep the ball under the branches with the tree right in front of us and then trying to have to get it over the bunch of trees further down. We hit a really good shot and get it back in the fairway. With a little over 170 metres to go, we take a 6-iron. We hook another one really far left. Normally our miss with the irons would be leaking off to the right, but today we've had a few going to the left. It's not ideal having a miss both left and right. But we do play a great shot with a lob wedge to give ourselves a look at par. But it's never going to go in, leaving it short of the hole. That's another bogey. Now onto our second last hole of the day, and we take a driver off the tee. Now we hook our driver into the tree, so both our irons and driver is going left and right. That's not ideal. Now we just take a 5-iron and try and punch it back into the fairway. We don't get it, and we leave it in the rough. Although in the rough we have an okay lie with 76 metres to go, we take a lob wedge. We hit it okay, but catch it maybe just a tiny bit thin and send it over the back of the green. Now we have a big downhill putt. Really happy with that putt, which just leaves us another tap in for bogey. Unfortunately my phone ran out of battery and I couldn't film the last hole. We did bogey it. Hasn't been our greatest golf today. We've been hitting the ball pretty poorly. Hopefully we can get back on track. And for those who have made it this far, if you could like, subscribe, leave a comment, I'd really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.